Hello, everyone. So, I'm doing a video because a couple of months back, someone had asked for me to go through my books on my bookshelf that was behind me. And of course, I don't remember who it was. And of course, I can't go back and check because the videos aren't there anymore. So, I remembered it, and so I was going to do that today. So we're going to start over here. And I have the Encyclopedia of Spells by Judika Isles, or Illes, whatever. Encyclopedia of Spirits. I got this because I was really interested in having some, looking at the spells and stuff. I don't really use this book. Every now and then I will say, okay, I need to do a spell. I'm going to look in here. And you know what? I never find one that I can actually utilize. Haven't really paid much attention to this one. Really need to. What's stuck back here? Oh, Women Who Run with the Wolves. I had gotten this book because Lennon Smith was doing a live going chapter by chapter. And so we spent a little while doing that. Check out her channel. The Book of the Law by Crowley. Liber al Vel Legis Sub Figura. Anyway, so yeah, there's that one. The Word of the Law. Yeah. So this is like Crowley's Word of the Law. A lot of people don't like him. So I have The Witch's Ointment, The Secret History of Psychedelic Magic. That's by Thomas Hatsis. Now, I'm pretty much just going to be going through them. If there's one you're interested in knowing more about, because I don't even have my reviews or anything anymore. So, The Stars Within the Earth, Storm Fairy Wolf. Evolutionary Witchcraft, T. Thorn Coil. Some of these I have not read either. The Spiral Dance, Starhawk. People of the Earth, The New Pagans Speak Out. Interviews with Margot Adler, Starhawk, Susan Weed, Z Budapest, and many others. 50 Years in the Fairy Tradition by Cora Anderson. The World of the Celts by Simon James. Let's go over here. We have Holistic Tarot by Benabel Wynn. We have Song of the Dark Man, Father of Witches, Lord of the Crossroads, Darag Mason. I have to stick him back in the front. We have Protection and Reversal Magic by Jason Miller. We have Modern Magic, 12 Lessons in the High Magical Arts, Donald Michael Craig. This is just some notes that I had written down from Tequila, the Graveyard Witch. Guided Tarot by Stephanie Capone. I actually got this one from Five Below. Let's see, Tarot of the Green Witch and Mora. The Craft of Tubal Cain, Kenneth Johnson. The Green Mantle, an investigation into our lost knowledge of plants. 54 Devils, the art and folklore of fortune telling with playing cards, Corey Thomas Hutchinson. This is just a... Well, why don't you come out? We're stuck on something. It is, anyway, this is just a notebook with some tarot notes where I was doing tarot. The Roll Right Ritual, William G. Gray. Sacred Mask, Sacred Dance, Evan John Jones with Chaz S. Clifton. Pagan Origins of the Christ Myth, John G. Jackson. Blood and Mistletoe, Ronald Hutton. Paganism, An Introduction to Earth-Centered Religion, Joyce and River Higginbotham. Pagan Britain, Ronald Hutton. And no, I do not want to hear if anything is seen as patriarchy or less than whatever. You know, no. This is some notes I was taking on paganism, and this is some notes I was taking on witchcraft history. Because my view of a book is simply this. I am having a conversation with the author about what he has written. Nothing more, nothing fucking less. Unlearn, Rewild, Miles Olson. The Mead Hall, Stephen Pollington. This is a lot of kitchen witchery right here. The Scots Kitchen, Its Traditions and Recipes, F. Marion McNeil. Food and the Rites of Passage, edited by Laura Mason. A Taste of History, 10,000 Years of Food in Britain, Maggie Black. A Finnish Christmas Cookbook, Recipes and Traditions from the Old Country, Sargent Warrener and Lisa Krunsieg. Celtic Folklore Cooking, Joanne Asala. Food in the Ancient World, John M. Wilkins and Sean Hill. The Magic Harvest, Food, Folklore, and Society, Piero Camporesi. Origins of Festivals and Feasts, Jean Harroven. Food and Vegetation Magic, Edward Carpenter. Portobello, Jack Zarnecki. This is actually another notebook. This, I don't even really know what it is. The cover and everything is going to be off, so we're going to skip that. A Hedgerow Cookbook, Glennie Kindred. Going to go back over on this side now. Back here, I have Magic and Witchcraft, an Illustrated History. The Witch's Apothecary, How to Make Magical Potions for the Will of the Year. Maureen Anderson. Another notebook. The Witch's Book of Self-Care. Blackthorn's Botanical Magic, Amy Blackthorn. Plants of the Devil, Corinne Boyer. I also don't want to hear, oh, that's Wiccan. I don't care. I do not care. House Magic, Arcane. Moon Magic, Arcane. Herbal Magic, Arcane. Grow It, Heal It, Christopher Hobbs Leslie Gardner. Home Medicine Chest, Herbs for the Home Medicine Chest, Rosemary Gladstars. Indian Herbology of North America, Alma R. Hutchins. Discovering the Folklore of Plants, Margaret Baker. Peterson, Field Guide to Medicinal Plants and Herbs of Eastern and Central North America, Stephen Foster and James A. Duke. Edible Wild Plants, a Field Guide, Tom Tellender. Butterflies of North America, John Feltwell. Mushrooms, Tom Tellender, another Field Guide. Essential Oils for Beginners, Althea Press. Earth Wisdom, a heartwarming mixture of the spiritual, the practical, and the proactive, Glennie Kindred. Tree Wisdom, the definitive guidebook to the myth, folklore, and healing power of trees, Jacqueline Memory Patterson. The Witch's Herbal Apothecary, Marcia Mernowska. I actually got this from the Five Below too. I no longer find books at Five Below or decks or anything useful at all. Tree Medicine, Tree Magic, Ellen Everett Hopman. A Compendium of Herbal Magic, Paul Barrel. That's right, Barrel. The Folklore of Plants, G.F. Giselton Oyer. The Master Book of Herbalism, another Paul Barrel. Mastering Herbalism, a Practical Guide, Paul Hewson. The Medicine Maker's Handbook, a home manual. Who is this by? James Green. And we dropped a book. Let's pick it up. Herbal Healers, Glennie Kindred. Let's go down to the next one. We have Celtic Magic by D.J. Conway. We have The Intercession of Spirits, Ted Andrews, working with animals, angels, and ancestors. We have Spiritual Cleansing by Draja Mikarik. We have Carmina Gadalika, Alexander Carmichael, Hymns and Incantations. We have Weather Magic, Witchery, Science, and Lore by Deborah L. Burris. We have Imok, Witch's Journal and Workbook, Moon Magic Soul. Don't remember where I got that. Really didn't write much in it. Grimoire Girl. Hilary Burton Morgan. I highly recommend this. Creating an Inheritance of Magic and Mischief. If you don't know her, her husband is, who was he? He played on The Walking Dead. Can't even think of his name. Anyway. And this one's upside down. Let's turn it around. The Hocus Pocus spell work. My daughter actually picked that up and gave that to me. I think she got it from Walmart's. It's just a little book. Wild Magic, Celtic Folk Traditions for the Solitary Practitioner, Danu Forests. Jeffrey Dean Morgan. That's her. That's her husband. Roots, Branches, and Spirits, The Folkways of Witchery and Appalachia, H. Byron Ballard. I have these two Cunningham books. I have the Encyclopedia of Magical Herbs, and I have Incense Oils and Brews. Wiccan, yes. Do I care? No. Waking the Witch, Reflections on Women, Magic, and Power, Pam Grossman. Weaving Fate, Hybrid Sigils, Changing the Past and Telling True Lies, Aidan Watcher. The Crooked Path by Keldon. The History of the Devil or the Horn God of the West, R. Lowe Thompson. Of Blood and Bones, Kate Fuller. Witchcraft, Medicine, Healing Arts, Shamanic Practices, and Forbidden Plants, Claudia Mueller-Ebeling. Popular Magic, Cunning Folk in English History, Owen Davies. Psychic Witch, Matt Oren. The Roman Cult of Mithras, The God and His Mysteries, Manfred Klaus. Psychic Art of Tarot, Matt Oren. Grimoires, A History of Magic Books, Owen Davies. Let's go over here. Okay. We have this here, Flesh, Cole Arthur Riley. Another one that I don't know what it is. Head First, How the Mind Heals the Body, Alistair Sandhouse. Secret Wisdom, Occult Societies and Arcane Knowledge Through the Ages, Ruth Clydesdale. Founding Fathers, Secret Societies, Freemasons, Illuminati, Rosicrucians, and the Decoding of the Great Seal, Robert Hieronymus, PhD. The Occult Conspiracy, Secret Societies, Their Influence and Power in World History, Michael Howard. Okay, let me get down on my knees here. Start over here. So, I have Magic Manifesto by Lennon Smith. Like I said, check her out. I have Fortune's Coalescence, Lennon Smith. Immaculate Immortality, Lennon Smith. Synthesis Oracle, Lennon Smith. Ambrosia's Book of Witch Flight, Traveling the Other World, Jasmine Ambrosia. She has a channel too. Carpe Magica, Lennon Smith. This is a 2024 planner. Yeah, never used it. 2022 Old Farmer's Almanac. If you can get Farmer's Almanacs, they have great information in them. 2023, didn't use it. This is my Bibliomantica. This was handmade by Tangerine, Layla Tangerine, or Tangerine Layla. I won this in one of her giveaways. She used to have a channel here on YouTube. She no longer does. Anybody remember Tangerine? Tangie, I talked to her a few weeks ago, email. She feels like she's been forgotten. So just going to put that out there. Now let's go over here. We have An Authenticated History of the Famous Bell Witch, M.V. Ingram. We have the Bell Witch Anthology. The original text collected in one volume for the first time. It's got the works of Richard Williams Bell, Charles Bailey Bell, M.V. Ingram, Harriet Parks Miller, and is edited by Nick Moretti. Book is cut. We have Doreen Valiente and Evan Jones, Witchcraft, A Tradition Renewed. These I have to go down. Dame Alice Kittler, The Sorceress of Kilkenny, AD 1324, John Drelincourt Seymour. We have Doreen Valiente, The Rebirth of Witchcraft. We have another Doreen Valiente, Natural Magic. We have Witchcraft in Colonial Virginia, Carson O. Hudson Jr. Western Inner Workings, Sangreal Sodality Series Volume 1, William G. Gray. We have The Triumph of the Moon, Ronald Hutton. Witchcraft, The Sixth Sense, Justine Glass. It's an old one. The White Goddess, Robert Graves. Don't care for your opinion. By Standing Stone, Elder Tree. Ritual and the Unconscious, William G. Gray. Heal the Witch Wound, Celeste Larson. Again, don't care for your opinion. Mastering Magic, Matt Oren. This is my library. The Return of the Dead, Claude Lecuto. Ghost Ancestors and the Transparent Veil of the Pagan Mind. God of the Witches, Dr. Margaret Alice Murray. Mysteries of the Druids, Winwood Reed. Pagan and Christian Creeds, Edward Carpenter. Aradia, or the Gospel of the Witches, Charles Godfrey Leland. Again. The Black Toad, Gemma Gary. In Defense of Witches, The Legacy of the Witch Hunts and Why Women Are Still on Trial, Mona Cholette. Mami Wata by Leela Vihel. Earth Magic, Stephen D. Farmer. Ancient Shamanic Wisdom. Plant Spirit Shamanism. I've had this one a really long time. Traditional Techniques for Healing the Soul. Hallucinogens and Shamanism, edited by Michael J. Herner. Shamans, Neo-Shamans, Robert J. Wallace. Hedge Rider, Eric DeVries. 9 Worlds of Sage Magic, Ecstasy and Neo-Shamanism and North European Paganism, Jenny Blaine. Persephone's Quest, Entheogens and the Origins of Religion. Cunning Folk and Familiar Spirits, Emma Wilby. The Real Middle Earth, Brian Bates. Celtic Gods, Celtic Goddesses, R.J. Stewart. Liber Newell and Psychonaut, an Introduction to Chaos Magic. This was by Peter J. Carroll. I believe he just died recently. The God of the Witches, Margaret A. Murray. The Golden Bough, Sir James George Fraser. Again, no opinion needed. The Dictionary of Dreams, 10,000 Dreams Interpreted. Okay, we did that one. That's all of the books up here. The rest of it is tarot decks, a very small collection. Oh, we have one tarot book, the one I just found. Mother Peace, A Way to the Goddess Through Myth, Art, and Tarot, Vicki Noble. And that's all the books on this bookshelf. Again, thoughts, interests are welcome. Negative opinions, not. Y'all have a nice day.